long is he there for?
He's just there for another week or two, but
a month total, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have like no drinking in Canada or something.
Good caveat, Barb. I like that one actually a lot.
Great.
Yeah, and even then I just have like one, maybe two.
Good girl. No,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. So.
Okay. We're going to start seated. So you just find a way to sit that feels sustainable in your body. Eventually we'll come to a cross-legged position. We're going to move from there. But if you want to start on your knees or with your legs straight, you can totally do that. So let's close our eyes for about a minute. Hands maybe on your thighs, up or down. Whew. Taking a moment to connect to your breath. Okay, just about 3 more rounds of breath. And then open your eyes. Bring your forearms together at your chest. And you're going to keep your forearms together. So palms are touching, forearms are together. We're going to start to move this shape that we've created with the breath. So on the inhale, you're going to lift it up. Keep your forearms together, though. On the exhale, you're going to pull it down. Good. Keep moving. And for some people, this is going to be an exercise in frustration because you don't have a ton of movement in this shape, right? Especially if you've got very strong shoulders, Jill. Yeah, now there is a lot engaged here. What can you possibly disengage? I'm not going to say relax because that's just such a cheesy term. It's really hard to do it. And it means something different to really everybody. But what needs to be engaged and what can you soften? Maybe both sides of your neck, maybe your throat. Okay, now keep your forearms together. Next time you pull your forearms down, just keep them here. Interlace your fingers and then push your palms forward. Now as you do this, you're going to round through your back body, hollow out your front body, tuck your chin. Good, take a full breath in. Stay here for the out. Good, keep your fingers interlaced. Inhale, lift your hands up toward the sky, open through your chest. Good. On the exhale, you're going to push your palms forward, round through your back body. Keep moving with your breath. Okay, so as you lift up, possibly an opening through the front body, and as you round, definitely an opening through the back body, specifically the mid-back. Next time hands rise, keep them above your head. Just release your right fingertips down toward the earth. And then inhale, lift your left fingertips higher. On the exhale, lean them toward the right side of the room. Good, let's switch. On the inhale, left fingertips plant. On the exhale, reach your right fingertips toward the left side of the room. Good, keep moving with the breath. It hurts. It hurts your abs, your newfound abs. Good. One more to the right, one more to the left. And then just come back to your comfortable seat, but recross the legs. So whatever leg is in front, you're going to put the other one in front, and let's fold over these cross legs. Good. And there was a lot of movement of the shoulders there. Maybe some tension in around the shoulders. Good. Every class I teach, I like to put some tension in, but then I like to put some release in. And I think the key to sort of keeping a sustainable practice is being able to find presence in both of those states. So when things are tense, yes, they might feel hard, they might feel difficult. But then being here where you can soften, reconnect to your breath, if you can be present here as well, then it becomes a sustainable practice. But it's hard to be present here, especially if you know that tension is coming. There's movement coming, there might be challenge. Okay, keep your head heavy. Very slowly start to roll your spine until you are tall and seated again. See if you can keep the cross of your ankles roll over. Plant your hands downward facing dog. No rush. And allow your head to hang. And if it's not cooperating, just help it along with a little nod, a little shake. Okay, shift yourself forward to a high plank pause. From your toes or your knees, safely lower all the way down to your belly. And then make your way into an intimidation cobra. So fingertips come wide. Elbows are pretty much stacked over your fingertips. Press into the tops of your feet. Legs are very much engaged. Inhale to lift your chest. Let's move this. On the exhale, dip your left collarbone, left cheek. Look to the right side of the room. Good. And then inhale, lift up again. Same thing, other side. You're going to dip right, look left. Keep moving with your breath. You might be able to touch your cheek to the ground, maybe. Or maybe it only happens on one side, not the other. And you're just observing. That's information. That's really important to have as you move through your practice. Good. Even things out. So one more time to the right, one more time to the left. And eventually back to the earth, and then downward facing dog. Lift your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog, open through the hips. Start rolling the lifted ankle. Good. Stay here for one more inhale. With your breath, bring your foot back down to the ground. And take a round of breath in and out. Good. Second side. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog, open hips, second side. What, Patty, is that your ankle? It honestly sounds like someone's knocking at the door.
I thought it was a heater.
I know. Okay. Feet back to ground. Back to downward facing dog. Back to downward facing dog. Rise as high as you can on the balls of your feet. Bend your knees a lot, very slowly. A bunch of tiny steps all the way forward. You're going to be in a fold at the top of your mat. And then stay here just as fold. Turn it into a rag doll. Okay, keep hanging out in the fold. Just release your fingertips down toward the earth, although they never have to touch. Next, inhale, lift up halfway, fingertips at your shins. And then fold. Do that again. Halfway lift. Fold. One more time, third and final. Halfway lift, lots of length through the spine. Fold, drop the head. Take your time, start to slowly roll all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Forward fold, go back down, Uttanasana. Lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step back to high plank, pause, knees or toes. Take a full inhale, and then lower halfway or all the way on the out breath. Next inhale, that is a back bend, you choose. Downward facing dog. Another inhale. Stay here and empty. And then inhale, rise high, balls of the feet. You're getting ready to move on the out breath, step or hop yourself forward, top of the mat. Halfway lift on the in. Forward fold on the out. Inhale, rise all the way up. Lots of energy, reach. And then soften back down into your fold, Uttanasana. Lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step or hop back to a low plank this time. Try a chaturanga from your knees or toes. Inhale to a back bend. Downward facing dog. Another full in. Stay here and empty. Inhale, rise high, getting ready to transition forward on the out breath, step or hop yourself top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhale, one more flow, rise all the way, possibly a slight back bend at the very top. And then forward fold, soften back down. Lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step or hop back, take the flow that you need. We will meet in downward facing dog. Good. Another in. Stay for the out. Inhale, rise high, tippy toes. You're getting ready to move on the out breath, step or hop yourself forward, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Sit down a chair, Utkatasana. Okay, make sure the shoulders are moving so they just don't get stuck. You can hold them in a particular shape, just don't let them get stuck. So you want to create stability, but not sort of going past that point where there's so much tension it feels like it's going to sort of snap or break. There always has to be a little bit of give through the joints. Nice little shimmy. Good, another full breath in. Forward fold on the out. Lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step or hop back, take a flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Okay, now moving what will eventually be a dynamic movement sequence, moving through it very slowly to start, because we've never done anything like this before, but it's fun, I promise. Inhale your right leg up to the sky. Runner's lunge, just step it forward. Good, and then rise high, crescent lunge, come on up. Good, your back leg is very strong, make it strong. So the front leg doesn't have to do all of the work. It's doing a lot of work, but maybe not all of the work, especially the left glute. Make sure it's engaged. And now make very loose fists with your hands and pretend you're doing a pull out, pull down or a pull up. Like if you were on a ball, you're pulling up. If you're on a machine, you're pulling down, okay? Good, just moving the shoulders. Now take an inhale, reach the arms up. On the exhale, turn this into a horse stance, facing the left side of the room with pull down arms. Horse is like a goddess, but we call it horse when there's a dude in the room. It looks like this, okay? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, good. Now watch the knees. They want to collapse, but a lot of the work in horse or goddess is to keep pushing your thighs behind you. Good. Place your hands on your thighs. Lean about halfway forward. Chest is wide. Take an inhale. On the exhale, dip your left collarbone. Look toward the front of the room. Good. Come back through center. Other side. Right collarbone, right shoulder, look back. Good. Again, both sides with the breath. Good. This time on the inhale, we're going to straighten the legs, arms reach overhead. Nice little reprise. Whew. We're going to do it again though. So pull down arms, horse stance. Whew. Looks like this. Now right forearm, right thigh, reach your left fingertips toward the front of the room. Ha. Big old stretch. Let's try the other direction. Left forearm, left thigh, reach toward the back of the studio. Right forearm, right thigh. Turn this into a side angle. So a little shimmy of the feet. Back leg straightens. Front toes facing directly forward. Good. There you are, Parsvakonasana. Good. Now reach behind and reverse this warrior. As you do that, exalt it. So straighten through the front leg. Stay. Lots of space through the front side of the body. Straight, yeah. Okay. You can keep it bent if you want, but it would probably feel better if it was straight. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, rebend into your front knee. Windmill your hands to the ground. Take a flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. We're going to try the other side. Reach your left leg to the sky. And then just step it forward, stepping into a runner's lunge, starting there. When you're ready, rise high, crescent lunge. Good. Try that pull down here. So pulling down. Good. Just moving the shoulders. Reach up again. And then transition horse facing the other side with your pull down arms. Good. Now front body is open naturally, and there's a natural curve that happens through the spine. Just make sure that you are engaged in your lower belly, so you're protecting your lower back. Sometimes we sink. There's some overextension there. Okay, place your hands on your thighs. Chest leans forward. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, dip right collarbone. Look toward the front. We're always going to look toward the front first. Good. Come back through center. Other direction. Dipping left, looking toward the back. With the breath, keep moving. Good. Again. Good. Now inhale, straighten both legs. Arms reach overhead. Ha. Good. Let's do it again. Horse, pull down arms. Left forearm, left thigh. Reach toward the front of the room. Good. Other direction. Right forearm, right thigh. Back of the room. Good. Now left forearm, left thigh, side angle. Good. So it's a little shimmy. The right toe is perfect, yes. Like a little direction turn toward the wall in front of you. Front toes direction turn toward the direct front of the room. Good. Now, reverse the warrior, moving into an exalted warrior. So you start with a bent front knee, you reach behind you, eventually you straighten. Good. One more full inhale here. On the exhale, rebend the front leg, windmill, hands down to the ground. Choose a flow that works. We'll meet in downward facing dog. And then we're going to put it all together. Good. Inhale your right leg to the sky. On the exhale, you're going to step it forward, runner's lunge. Rise high into a crescent lunge. Stay here in the lunge. Just pull down your arms. Good. Reach the arms overhead on an inhale, getting ready for the transition, horse with pull down arms. Good. Now inhale, hands on your thighs, lean forward. Exhale, dip left collarbone, look toward the front of the studio. Good. Back through center. Other direction. Good. Back through center. Keep moving. Good. Through center. Exhale, look toward the back. Now inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms up. Good. Horse, pull down arms again. Inhale, right forearm, right thigh, reach. Exhale, other direction. Good. Now the inhale, right forearm turns this into a side angle. Exhale, reach behind, exalt your warrior. And then reach hands to the earth. Take a flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Nod your head, shake your head. We're going to do it again. Inhale the left leg up. Step it forward. Inhale, rise high, crescent lunge. Good. Stay in the lunge. Just pull down the arms. Good. Inhale, arms reach overhead, getting for the transition. Horse with pull down arms, other direction. Good. Now inhale, hands on the thighs, lean forward. On the exhale, dip right, look left. Good. Back through center. Other direction. Good. Keep going. Good. This inhale, you're going to straighten, reach up. Exhale, pull down, horse. Good. Left forearm, left thigh reach. Right forearm, right thigh reach. Good. This becomes a side angle. Left forearm, side angle. Inhale, reach behind, exalt. And then exhale, rebend, hands to the earth, take a flow. One more time through. Right leg up. Step it forward, runner's lunge. And then inhale, rise high, crescent lunge. Stay tall, pull down the arms. Good. Reach up, getting ready to transition. Horse facing the left with pull down arms. Good. Hands on your thighs. Inhale, lean forward. Good. Exhale, you're going to dip the shoulder and look toward the front of the room. Good. Back through center. Now move with your breath. Good. Good. Dip right, look toward the back of the studio. Good. Now inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. Horse, pull down. Right forearm, right thigh, reach toward the front of the studio. Good. Other direction. Good. This becomes right forearm, right thigh, side angle. Next inhale, you're going to exalt your warrior, eventually straightening through that front leg. And then rebend, windmill, hands to the ground, take a flow. Inhale, left leg up. Runner's lunge, step it forward. Inhale, rise high, crescent lunge. Good, just pull down the arms on the exhale. Inhale, arms overhead, getting ready to transition. Horse with pull down arms. Good, hands on your thighs. Inhale, just lean the chest forward. On the exhale, now you dip right, look left. Good, back through center. Moving with the breath. Good, prioritize the breath. Keep moving. Good. This inhale, you straighten, reach up. Horse again, pull down arms. Left forearm, left thigh, reach. Right forearm, right thigh, reach. Left forearm, left thigh, side angle. Good. Now reach behind, eventually exalt this warrior. Windmill, hands down to the earth. Take a vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Okay, reach your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog, open through the hips. Now, you can stay and play around here if you like. You can come down to your forearms and your knee and play around from there. You can flip if you'd like. It's just about 3 more breaths, wherever you choose to go. Good. 1 more round of breath in and out. Listen very carefully. Step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Good. So it's just a wide runner's lunge. It's wider than we would usually take. The foot is on the outside of the hand. Drop your back knee down to the earth. Grab some cushion if you would like, because it's going to stay down. Keep your left hand on the earth. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Now, you are in a very wide variation of a twist. And you can keep this very structured and very tight if you'd like, or if it feels okay, you can roll to the outside edge of this front foot, allow the knee to drop outside, if it feels okay, And then if you want to explore possibly adding some more space to the front of your shoulder, this top shoulder, your right shoulder. You're just going to reach your fingertips toward the back of the studio. Make sure the palm is turned up. Good. One more round of breath in and out. Listen carefully. Create warrior 2 feet. So hands come down to the inside edge of the front foot. You're going to create warrior 2 feet. So the back knee will lift, back heel drops. A little shimmy of the front foot toward the imaginary center line of the front of your mat. Good. Now staying here, fingertips on the earth. Let's humble this a little bit. Think about sort of dropping your right shoulder down toward the inside of that right ankle. You can walk your hands out on an angle if you'd like. Okay, walk the fingertips back to the inside edge of the front foot. Your right fingertips are going to stay down on the earth or on a block. Reach your left fingertips forward. Come into an extended side angle. Yeah, so bicep by the ear, reaching forward. Let's play with just a tiny bit of movement here. So think about turning your gaze down toward the earth and these left ribs toward the left wall. Ooh, good. Now on the inhale, roll the ribs up, maybe gaze toward the wall. Do that a couple more times. Okay, one more. And then find your happy place. Find the place that you can sustain, the place that feels best, okay, along that range of motion. Rise up to a warrior 2 just for a moment. Lots of strength to be had in that back leg. Straighten through the front leg, triangle, Trikonasana. Good. Now the hand that is reaching up, let's bring that into a half bind. So slow entry. Turn the palm away from my voice and then bend at the elbow and bring your fingertips down to your lower back. Now, some people can bring the fingertips down. They can sort of snake around the hips. Some people, they're just barely touching. That's okay. A half bind is very accessible for most shoulders. Keeping the half bind, turning this into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So look down where you're going, bend deeply, launch, take some momentum. Get your way there into half moon Ardha Chandrasana. So those bottom fingertips on a block or on the earth, or they can either float maybe above the earth. Keep the lifted leg very, very strong. We oftentimes forget about the strength above the earth. Good, now keep the half bind. Let's land in a chair facing forward and take that right hand and bring it to a half prayer hand. So it looks like this. Everyone's looking like this right now. Whew. Good. Good. We're going to play with a twist here. So make yourself very compact. Think about pulling your hips behind you. Your gaze can be down, sort of lessening the space between your belly and your thighs. Good. Take an inhale here. On the exhale, you're going to twist to the left. So reaching that right elbow for the outside of the leg. And you can stay here if you want, or you can create wings. So reaching your right fingertips down toward the earth. Reach the top fingertips up toward the sky. Good. 2 more breaths. Last one. Forward fold, forward fold. Whew, nod your head, shake your head. Lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step or hop back. Choose a flow that works for you at this point in the practice. Taking as much time as you would like in every shape, and we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Okay, reach your left leg to the sky. 3-legged dog, open through the hips. Staying or flipping. It's not a progression. There's no hierarchy of yoga poses. You're just choosing a different shape because that's what this side of your body needs. Okay, and then very carefully stepping the left foot to the outside edge of the left hand. Coming into that wide runner's lunge, making sure that your feet are Have enough length between them that your hips can somewhat drop. Good, then drop your back knee down, cushioning it if that would be more comfortable. Right hand stays on the earth or a block, reach your left arm directly up to the sky, and then choose where you go from here. You've got a lot of freedom of movement if you want. If your body is saying yes, then that's exactly what you should do. You can allow the knee to drop. You can take this top arm, you can reach it behind you. You're gonna turn the palm up, sort of like you're holding a platter. It'll provide some space through the bicep, the front of the shoulder. You might even feel that through the forearms, depending on how tight you are. Good, hold the breath steady, 2 more rounds. Okay, last one. And then warrior 2 feet with your fingertips on the inside edge of the front foot. So lifting the back knee, dropping the heel, little shimmy of the front foot. Let's stay here, stay low, maybe sort of humbling a little bit. Good, allowing things to get heavy through that front foot. Good, leading with the breath though. Don't muscle your way into a shape unless the breath allows it. Okay, fingertips walk back towards your body. The left fingertips are going to stay directly on the inside edge where that arches of the front foot on the earth or on a block. Reach your right fingertips forward. Good. Extended side angle, that's where we are right now. But moving very, very slightly with the breath. So turn your gaze down, turn these top ribs toward the wall. Then the inhale, you're gonna roll them up, turn your gaze. Good. Keep moving, noticing where you feel the sensation, even though these movements are so slight, like it's such a small change, makes such a big difference in the body. Find your happy place just for 2 more breaths. And then come up to warrior 2, just for a moment, just for a beat. Good, collect your breath here. Straighten through your front leg, triangle, Trikonasana. Okay, bring that top hand into a half bind. So slowly turning the palm away, bending at the elbow. It's a lot of internal rotation of that right shoulder. Now look down where you're going. Grab what you would like for this next shape. Bend deeply and then take some momentum. Launch yourself into a half moon. And flex a lifted foot like you are standing on a wall. Okay. Keep that half bind. Sit down in a chair facing forward. And then your left hand is going to come to a half prayer. Good. Make yourself compact like you're sitting at a tiny desk behind you, getting ready for the twist. Take an inhale. On the exhale, twist to the right side of the room. So reaching the elbow. And then deciding where you go from here. You can release that bind. Top hand reaches up. Maybe these fingers reach down. You've got wings. Good. One more round of breath in and out. Forward fold. Great work. Lift up halfway. Plant your hand, step or hop back. Take a flow that works. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Good, and then make your way onto your seat. We're gonna need one ball. We'll do a little myofascial release work. We haven't done it forever, but I'm sort of craving it, so I'm gonna give it to you. Most of you have done this with me before. You can grab socks if you like, because The rest of our body is going to be somewhat passive. Now, we're going to use the ball. You're going to bring it under your left bum cheek. So right leg is bent, foot on the ground. You're going to lift up. Imagine your bum cheek is like a dartboard. You want to find the bullseye. You want to be right in the middle. So you're not on the sitting bone, but you're sort of around the sitting bone. You can sort of feel it. And then you want to bring your weight down. Now, this will be a lot for some glutes right away. Other people, it takes a little while to feel it. And other people won't feel anything really at all. Now, what I'm going to ask you to do when you find this shape is scan your body for tension. So scanning the toes, the ankles, sort of moving your way up, starting with the lower half of the body, eventually working your way all the way up to your neck and your head. Closing your eyes if that helps. And because we've slowed down the practice, the breathing can be belly breathing again. So you can move the lowest ribs. The stomach, the abdomen is moving with your inhales and your exhales. Now, if you had the left knee, or sorry, your right knee bent, you're just going to straighten that leg now. Reach down for your ball, pull it out from under your left bum cheek, and then hug that left knee in towards your belly. And then once you get that knee in, you can sort of move it around, just sort of little circles, or in and out, whatever easier. Good. Then bring your right hand to your right hip. You're just going to take that left knee and you're going to pull it out toward the side, like you're pulling it down toward the ground. Ooh. Mm-hmm. No, you're good. Everyone's doing it differently, but that's okay. You're taking what you need. Yeah, everyone's just taking what they need. That's yoga. Okay. Whatever way you have pulled the knee, bring it back through center. We're going to switch sides. And now everyone's doing this differently. I meant switch sides with the ball. So the ball's now going to go under your right bum cheek. Bend the left knee, plant the left foot, okay? You just have a little bit more control here. I find that you can sort of shift your weight a little bit easier onto the ball with a bent knee. Remember, right in the bullseye, not on the sitting bone, but you can sort of feel for the sitting bone. Okay, and it's under the leg that is straight. That's the glute that it's under. Yes. And any sort of pulling away that your body is doing from that ball, just notice it now. Our body is so smart, it's so intuitive. It moves away from discomfort naturally. So you might find just a little bit of tension, a little engagement sort of away from the ball, whether that be in your lower back or your belly. And the knee that is bent, you're going to straighten that leg now. And just roll off to the side so you can move the ball off to the side. And then the leg that the ball was under, and everyone's doing different legs now. So you're going to hug that knee in, a little bit of movement once you get the knee into the belly. And then taking that knee off to the side. And I know everyone's going to do different things, but that's okay. That's what you need. So knee to one side or the other, depending on what you would like. Okay, bring the knee back through center. You're going to plant both feet, but plant your feet about mat width apart. And just for a moment, let your knees fall together. So you're creating this neutral space through your body. Pelvis is neutral, spine is neutral. You can sort of feel behind the shoulders, the weight behind the right versus the left. Start to windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Just let them fall. When you get comfortable with this movement, the lower half of the body, add a turn of the head. You're going to turn the head very gently in the opposite direction that your knees are falling. And now you can continue to move like this for as long as you would like. When you are ready for stillness, grabbing any props, any layers you'd like for a final pose of class Shavasana. There's no rush, whenever you're ready.